Hello everyone, this is Ethan from the Orlando Tourist. Today is Thursday, April 6th, and we're back here at Universal Orlando. Yes, I know about the pimple on my face. Yeah, it looks like a third eye. Don't make fun of me about it. Like, I know it just happened like a day ago, it just appeared out of nowhere. Actually, you can spam the comments below. Third eye, let's get a whole chain going. But anyways, we're heading into the park. Some new VillainCon construction stuff going on, some Mardi Gras stuff going on. Lots of neat things around the resort. So let's head in. As we're heading in, something I wanted to point out is that spring break kind of already happened, but right now a lot of people are still traveling. It's first week of April. It's Easter this weekend, so it is still a busy spring break for some people. The crowds are insane according to the app. And yeah, we got a lot of crowds around the park today. So let's head in. As we head into the park, or at least into CityWalk, you can see they have a lot of Super Mario Brothers merchandise here for the new movie that came out last night. And they also have a new van outside the movie theater here in CityWalk. This appeared like about 2 days ago, and this was like seen in the Super Bowl trailer. I just love the details all around the vehicle. Looks really cool. Now we're gonna head over to Studios for some Mardi Gras fun. And they're gonna do their meet and greets. Parade will be at 7:30, but I'm gonna do float riding, so I gotta be there at 6:30 for the float riding. Right now it's about 3 o'clock. Crowds don't seem too bad around here by the entrance of the park. We'll see how it looks like once we get into the park. As you can see, Mardi Gras is going on until April 16th, which is just in like another week and a half or so. Maybe like 2 weeks, or closer to 1. But it's ending sometime this month, about halfway through the month. We've been here a lot this year. It's a really great event, but I can't wait for the summer and Halloween when we got some new stuff happening around the parks. And today is a Thursday, and both parks close at 10 p.m., which is pretty late compared to recent weeks. As you can see, we have some ads for the food and beverage cards and the QR code to download the official Universal apps. These turnstiles on the right-hand side are still behind construction walls, as they're getting like renovated turnstiles. But yeah, it's gonna look something like this side, unless this one's gonna get renovated next. We'll see, but we'll keep you posted with the construction. Just entered the park, not a huge wait to get in. We're heading straight around, and the first thing that catches my eye is some scaffolding around the entrance to the Minion ride. And it looks like we have some, I think the Mardi Gras band is out already for the meet and greets. Anyways, this is under scaffolding for a reason, I'll explain in a minute. Also, they're still working on putting a new snack stand here. We did get new snack stands over in the New York area of the park, which we showed you guys last time. But nothing new in this spot yet, and we'll go over this attraction too in a minute. Basically, about a month and a half ago up there's a brick that fell on someone's head, and they built this little enclosure here, this covered entrance. Now they have construction walls around the site, scaffolding as they repair the bricks, making sure it's all safe and stuff. The entrance to the VillainCon is looking amazing. It's all complete over here. I think they're still doing some work right there in the lower half. We have new designs going around the awning, some new trims. Last time they painted it orange, now they got some words, some decor. Last time they also had the framing on the side of the soundstage, but now they have some actual posters along the side of the soundstage building. These are brand new, and they're really big. We have Vector, we have Scarlet, El Macho, and Balthazar Brat, which are some of the villains from the previous films. I don't know if we're gonna get a VillainCon banner here, or like the logo that we see on the construction wall. We'll find out soon enough. This project is coming along very quickly. Last time we were here, we did see that new Evil Stuff sign across the street from the Super Silly Stuff, so that's gonna be pointing towards the gift shop. But yeah, I'm assuming this will open very soon. It's supposed to officially open in the summer. Yeah, the details on this, they're very reflective right now. The sun's pretty bright out today. Hard to see them, but this thing is so detailed. It looks like very near completion. And on the side, that's probably where the gift shop is going to be done, in that alleyway. And that's where we have some more posters on the side of the soundstage. We have covered those already for you guys. Now the Minions Cafe is going to open alongside with this attraction in the summer, and since this started construction after the ride started construction, I do think that this will open in the summer, and this will actually have soft openings in May. Over here it looks like they're doing like a facade for like a city street or like a shop. They got some building structures going in, and they've painted the backside of Transformers blue to help it blend in with the sky, at least give the facade a background for the cafe. And this is on the side, the alleyway between the attraction. All the Mardi Gras concerts were done like early March, so we haven't had any Mardi Gras concerts for a while. We do have this cool Super Mario photo op here that came out like a month ago to promote the movie, which came out last night. And we're gonna head around to the front of the cafe real quick, see if there's any changes with the front facade, the front entrance. And then we might get a ride on Rip Red Rocket or Mummy or something around the area. And tonight we are gonna try to ride a Mardi Gras float. We have done that 2 times this season so far. And I believe the Mardi Gras meet and greets do start at 4, and that's so you can meet the characters before the parade. You can get some beads and coins. Over in the front we have that look at the Transformers building. It looks like the entrance to the cafe is going to have like a city building as well, like the facade is going all around the attraction. This thing looks really neat. I would expect some themed windows to be added right where those holes are. So a better look at that. To put it into perspective, the cafe construction walls have extended out in the street a little bit. They used to be lined up with this wall over here, but now they've pushed them out a little more. And they've gotten rid of the Mardi Gras bar in the extended queue for Transformers, and Transformers does have a long line today. In addition to getting rid of that bar, they've gotten rid of one of the food tents here. We did show you guys this last time. And I believe they got rid of a food tent on the side over here. There was a rumor that Universal was starting to get rid of some of the Mardi Gras tents, the food and beverage ones, that weren't doing so great. And they got rid of like a couple over here. They got rid of one in the bar. They got rid of the ones at Islands of Adventure, which were a new addition this year. They got rid of the one at Volcano Bay. And they also got rid of the ones in CityWalk. Over here we have the brand new snack stand, which we showed you guys last time. It was not open last time, but now they've officially opened it. They got some cool snack goods over here. We got the menu over here. Pause the screen and take a look. Now, this stuff looks delicious.
There, the can one, that's the next closest one that we may have. Okay,
and the other snack tent might have some other items at it, but the posters on the back look amazing. We have the San Francisco design. Then we have the Men in Black, like World Expo New York design. And then this one we have over here. As you can see, the lines look very busy in the park. Stork Bar, Kitty Cat Club, and we have a Hollywood design. And it's got the same foods as you can see from the back. There's new freestyle machines on the side of the snack stands. And this menu has the same items but themed to like a New York subway. So I really like that little details that they have. And yeah, more food on display here. I don't think there's any freestyle machines on the first one we looked at though. These queues are really crowded, as you can see. Busy day. We're gonna see how long Rocket is, and hashtag the Panda is greeting guests right now. If you look over here, you can actually see some little brick going in the cafe facade. They're moving along with this project quick, and I really like the theming going into it. Last weekend we had a private event here, and we had Grad Bash, which did have like a whole setup around the park. The park's closed early, and it was really busy during the event. We did not go to it, but we just heard some stuff about it. We do have another Grad Bash day, I believe on the 23rd and the 24th of this month, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's the 21st and the 22nd. But it's somewhere around that time period this month, and Universal Nights is on April 23rd. Rocket looks to have a long line. We're not gonna hit it up today. We'll see how long Mummy looks like right now. Something else by Rocket is like a new tarp cover instead of the truss one that they used to have. Before we check out Mummy, we do have a new update over here, or at least progress to an old update. The backdrop to the New York area of the park has gotten some progress done to it. The left side looks pretty much complete. And it's been like that for a while. The right side also looks mostly complete as well. They're doing a refurb. The middle is all getting torn up, and they're replacing it very soon. But I like how new these sides look already, and hopefully the middle will look like that too. They still have the photo op up for kids having field trips here. As you can see, there's a lot of field trip groups around the park today. And also, just so Grad Bash is still coming back, like later on in the month, so they still have that. Vamos by Lalo is having a show down there right now. So the streets are very crowded over there. But let's see what Mummy's looking like today. It says 55-minute wait and single rider line is open. We do have a little mummy performer in front of the locker room. He's not on stilts though, which is very interesting. Just hopped out of the line because it's really busy over here today. The extended queue is where the old Trivia Store location used to be, and it's like filled outside the line. This line is full, and even the single rider line is pretty busy today. As you can see, it's down the hallway. So we're gonna maybe hit that up later, but right now it's incredibly busy right there. Now as we go over to Vamos by Lalo, hopefully we do not get copyrighted, so I'm gonna try to talk a little bit over it. Okay, we're heading that way right now. Although some Mardi Gras tents have disappeared around the park, all the other ones are still here. Only the ones that I mentioned have disappeared so far. Even Fast and Furious has an hour-long wait right now, which is crazy. We did just check, and the Horror Night tent location does seem to be getting installed right now. They're building a floor to level out a tent, which will be installed very soon in the open extended queue area. So we did just see that. We did take a look. You can see it from the queue, so we're not going backstage or anything. And that means they're also going to close off part of the queue indoors. They're going to put up part of the haunted house there once construction really starts ramping up. Last time we were here, we entered Diagon Alley to show you guys a new rumor that's being talked about at Gringotts that may or may not be true. It hasn't taken in effect yet, so we don't know if it is going to happen or not. I'll tell you about it in just a minute. It's just really busy in Diagon Alley today, so we're not even going to go in there. Basically, the rumor is that Gringotts may be getting rid of their 3D effect and the 3D glasses on the ride. So actually, the screen would still have a 3D effect, but you wouldn't have to use 3D glasses on the ride anymore. So we'll see if that ends up happening in the near future. We also have a new update before I show you guys, before we head on Men in Black. Last time we actually did Men in Black, we did it twice and we maxed out 2 times in a row, back to back. So if you want to learn how to max out, you can check out my video on my channel. If you scroll down, you'll eventually find it. And hopefully we can keep that streak going today. We have some brand new benches over here, across from the food tents. They've been here for about 3 weeks now. And then we have another update. So this is the Men in Black tent that was typically used in the past for Halloween Horror Nights. We're not sure what it's going to be used for. Unfortunately, it's too small to be in a house location for Halloween Horror Nights. It might be a staging location for certain building equipment, or it might be like a drone stage equipment or stuff for their new water show that they're going to be implementing, hopefully around the summer. They just shut down their old water show, so the rumor is that they're getting a new one. But yeah, we do have a tent up. The thing is, it's most likely not for Halloween Horror Nights. Showed you guys that last time as well. And our baby chicks that we had the last few weeks, they've grown up a little bit. Just 3 weeks ago, they were tiny little ducks. Let's get a couple rides on Men in Black now, and then we're gonna head around and try to catch some Mardi Gras meet and greets. It's really bright out, but we just got off of 2 rides at Men in Black. The first time I got 800,000, the second time I got like 200,000 or 300,000. I had really bad zappers throughout the whole ride. I just didn't get many points at the end the second time compared to the first time. But yeah, just keep practicing. Last week I maxed out back to back, so really just depends. But over here, they have reduced the construction wall a little bit. They are fixing up the cement, repaving it, and then the ride is still open. You can actually ride it right now if you want. As you see, if you want to enter the attraction, you can enter from this side of the attraction. Now we're gonna head around and do some Mardi Gras meet and greets around the park so we can get some coins, some beads and stuff. No one's crowding around quite yet for the virtual line for the float. We have been on the float twice this season already, but we're gonna do it again tonight. We'll come back here at around 6:20, which is gonna be about 10 minutes before they drop the virtual times. Over here at the Kids Zone construction, ET is still open. They did remove some trees from the area though. And for the refurbishment, or the new construction that they have going on, Woody Woodpecker Coaster is still here. So they're probably gonna end up retheming it. Everything else is torn down in the area. As you can see, it's still standing in the background. The main update we have over here by ET is that they removed some of the trees by the exit and the planters. They just have some concrete in the area. It's being used for stroller parking right now, but this is what I'm talking about. They got rid of some of the stuff. Just an empty slab now of concrete. I know we've already missed out on some of the meet and greets today, but that's okay. We've seen them plenty of times this season. I know they have multiple casts too, so they'll come out. We're gonna go see some of the characters. To be honest, the streets aren't that busy over here. It's a lot of the attractions that just have long waits. And over here we have a DJ booth set up for Grad Bash. That was set up last week as well. They have one of those at Islands Adventure too. We're gonna head around starting from the Today Cafe and go around towards Mummy. That whole pathway of characters to meet and greet with. The trivia store this year for Mardi Gras is over here in the Hollywood section of the park. With this new location, they did the most they were able to do using it. I do like the old location better, but that's where they have the extended queue for Mummy right now. And they recently came out with the Horror Nights announcement a couple weeks ago, where they announced all the tickets and dates. Not the multi-night tickets yet, but they have merchandise here in the store. We still have shirts, magnets, mugs, and hats. But I believe we are out of the candles. We have a school group here that's being led around, escorted around the park. But we are just heading around right now to some meet and greets. Hopefully their characters are out, or they might be doing like a little shift change. And before we do that, we have a brand new shop open, or this shop is reopened with some new merchandise, I should say. There's lots of plushies in here for sale based on some of the cartoon characters, some merchandise. Looks really nice. They had a prop shop in here last time they reopened. Lots of cool merch. If you're looking for some merchandise to your favorite cartoon characters and stuff, that is the perfect shop to go to. That just opened this past weekend. But now we have some meet and greets of the characters out. As you can see, we have unicorns here in the street. These are really fun characters. Vamos Bailalo is playing again right now. They have it playing a lot throughout the day. It's a pretty good show. Definitely recommend seeing it. Some of the characters are going in from their first set. We should have the band out in a few minutes. Unless they're already out somewhere around the park. I don't see them yet though. It's also getting kind of windy, so it might be a little hard to hear me. Some of these performers are coming out again. They were already out before, but we did miss them.
So bench, and I'm down to break it down. Oh, on the ground. Woo! Break it down. Hey, break it down.
That's the chorus break.
So it turns out for the meet and greets that the performers are all out of coins this season, but they still have handed out beads, as you can see. You can also get beads during the parade. That's where you get a majority of them, and hopefully we'll be on a float tonight and we can throw out some beads to some of the guests watching the parade. Looks like Mummy's actually down for a little delay. We'll see what the line looks like when it does reopen. Single rider line for Transformers is huge in the other lines, but it's before the stage, which means there's no wait for single riders. There's like a 5-minute wait. Have to hop right on. New bins at Transformers for the goggles. Yeah, I probably only waited about like 10 minutes at most, but they got new bins for their goggles, which is something I noticed on the way out of the attraction. Yeah, we're gonna head around, see a couple more meet and greets, and get ready to ride a float. It looks like it's too windy for the stilts right now, so they have a lot of the stilt performers on the ground, which they look funky because there's like big heads right there on the floor. So a lot of the characters are starting to head in, or head out towards the parade. We got 10 minutes before we gotta go over there and get a spot on the float.
What's the Universal song?
People are starting to line up for the parade tonight, but we're gonna go over and try to get on a float. There's definitely gonna be a lot of people out here trying to get on the float tonight. And yeah, we don't have any reservations or anything, so we're gonna use the virtual line on the Universal app. Last time it was really hard to get one without staying on the Wi-Fi. So whenever they say stay off the Wi-Fi, I would actually use their Wi-Fi. Decent amount of people over here. See if we can get on tonight. About 8 minutes or so until they drop the virtual times, and we have our page up on the app. Try to get some float times. It's now 6:30, so we're waiting. Usually they drop an hour before the parade starts, which is at 7:30 tonight. You can check on the app for the time, but sometimes they do it a little behind, so I'd say about 6:35 they'll drop it. Okay, we're just waiting to head in and get on the float.
You want to know about virtual line? Move on a little bit this way so you can hear me. And in the very far back if you want to come forward. We're going to try to do virtual line, so what I need everyone to do at the current moment is restart your app. So you're going to go at the bottom of your screen. You're going to swipe up, hold, let go for a second, and then swipe up again. That's how you completely close the app on an Apple product only. Android users, I'm told it's the same, so do what you got to do. Once you've done that, reopen the app and let me know. I will also say if you're on Wi-Fi, if you trust your cell phone carrier, turn off the Wi-Fi. That helps some of you. Once you're on the main page, do not do anything from here on out until I tell you, okay? That way you are still on the same algorithm. Do not push anything. Go to the main page where it says float riding experience. Click that, and then you should see Mardi Gras float riding experience. And underneath that, you should see virtual line. Stay on that page. Do not do anything at the moment. Is everyone restarted? Okay, so now I need everyone to take a deep breath. And exhale. And believe in yourself that you will get this spot. I am only giving out 85 spots. That's 85 spots. The number only goes up to 3. So if your group has more than 3, the extra people in your group need to get their own individual spot. You must continue clicking until you get a QR code. If you do not have a QR code, you do not have a spot. If you only see a time, you do not have a spot. If your screen is only stuck on the continue button and number of party, you do not have a spot, okay? You must continue clicking until you get a QR code. That is all the steps I have. Once I say go, it is up to you. I do apologize about that, all right? Here we go. I'm going to count down. I'm going to say go, and that's where you go. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't stop clicking. Remember, you need a QR code. Once you get a QR code, please come around. If you grab too many, help somebody out.
I did not get a reservation for the float, but someone else in the group did, so we're heading onto the float.
Here to assist with that.
And getting our costumes on for the night.
Awesome. Well, our first group of beat captains, we've got Reagan, Jonathan, Janae, Kiki, Heather, Eileen, Emily, and G.
So right now we're heading over backstage to board the float. We're gonna get a nice spot on the second float in the parade. We were on this float last time as well. Basically, we cannot film backstage until we can film on the float once it goes on parade route, and we'll pick up the video there. off the float. I have my camera moving around a little bit on the float, so the footage might be a little messed up. And you can see people throwing in the footage like their arms blocking the camera. Other than that, I had an amazing time throwing some beads. We have a few beads tonight, not as many as usual because we didn't watch it. But still an amazing experience. Make sure you can do it. It's free here. You can guarantee your spot by paying for it with the ride and dine experience. Of course, we got on with free experience tonight. And yeah, amazing parade as always. The extended queue for VillainCon has its lights all lit up right now. We're gonna go see what the front of the attraction looks like now. We also used to get photos over the construction walls here, but we haven't done that recently because there's a new spiel when you board the floats that they don't want you getting photos of the construction from the float. Unfortunately, the front of the attraction is not lit up right now, only under the extended queue. The awning, the outdoor queue has lights, and they are a purple tint to it. I'd love to see this front entrance light up though. But as you can see, the indoor queue portion is lit up. Not too much else going on right now though. The wait time for Mummy is pretty slow. We're gonna see if they are doing a production tour. Just got off of Mummy. The Mummy Imhotep in the first room in the casket, he is still in B mode. It's really cool effect on the casket. They play projection on him. It's really neat. But yeah, it was a short ride, short wait in line. Great ride as usual. We're gonna head over to Islands now, get a ride on Velocicoaster. We have about 20 minutes till the park closes. On the way to Islands, you can see this update that we found 2 Soundstage V for VillainCon. Last video we explored the food tents that were disappearing around the park. Yes, they've gotten rid of some of the food tents, but they are not getting rid of any more before the end of Mardi Gras. And it is windy tonight, so if it's hard to hear me, sorry about that. We have Adrian from the Lost TV filming over here. Go subscribe to him. We had Grab Bash letters here as an entrance for the students when they come during the event. We have 8 minutes to get to Velocicoaster. We're just hanging out in studios. We could have made it here like right after the parade, but we didn't. Everyone's leaving the park, but we're about to get onto Velocicoaster right before it closes, so let's head over there. On the way out, after Velocicoaster, we'll cover this. Basically, there's a stage set up for the Ant and Deck show on Saturday. This weekend. It's gonna be a hot set. We'll be back on the way out of the park to show you that. We are heading to Velocicoaster before it closes. Looks like these presses are not for Grad Bash. It's probably for the showing that they're having. Those are a bunch of production tents. We'll show you that later. We've now made it to Velocicoaster. We have about 2.5–3 minutes before the park closes. Let's head online for Velocicoaster. Just a 100-minute wait. I don't think it'll take that long. We're some of the last in line. And yeah, let's head in.
What's really good is, in order for everyone to experience Velocicoaster with Town Manor, everyone were like, it's closed for the rest of the evening, meaning you cannot recover rows 1, 12, or anything between. Once again,
just got an amazing back row night ride on Velocicoaster, one of the last 2 trains of the night. And yeah, it only took about probably 25 minutes, even though it was 100 posted, because we were the last few in the queue. Amazing night ride tonight on Velocicoaster. So over here, we're back towards the entrance of the park now. As you can see, they have some setup for this show. They have a little stadium seating and a little temporary stage. This is for the production crew here, these tents. We've now made it to the Marvel area. We'll show you what the rest of the production stuff looks like, but they have relocated the smoking section. So we're gonna show you guys where it is. I don't really care about smoking, but just to show you guys where they moved it to. They have a sign here. The only one in the park, and I guess it's this way. So this is where they're allowing it for now, just a temporary area. The smoking area we just showed you guys, this is a sign pointing towards Marvel. It's on the Marvel waterfront. These trusses are for the little show here. And we'll show you what the centerpiece looks like in this area before we head out of the park. As you can see, set enhancements in progress. They have a lot of lighting rigs here. And as you can see, we have a couple other pieces here. We have the stadium center screen with more rigs. Get some little chairs. You got the sign, and this is what this thing is for. And Deck Saturday Night Takeover. It's probably this Saturday. Hot set in production. You can pause the screen and read all that. And if you zoom into the center, you can see a whole backdrop with like a TV screen. It says Saturday Night Takeaway with like a little shiny thing. Let's actually go towards the right and see if we can get a better look at that. But yeah, that is like crazy over here, the lagoon. They built a little stage over the water last time we were here. We did show you guys. But yeah, this thing looks really neat. Here's another view, center screen of the little backdrop. We're gonna see if we can get a better unobstructed view. They got little shiny reflective stuff on the side.
What color pencil do you want?
And yeah, there you go. Here's a good view of the backdrop. We can zoom in a little bit, show you guys. That looks really neat. Starting tomorrow, this is Easter weekend. Universal is bringing back the Easter basket milkshake. It's going to be from this Friday to this Sunday, the April 7th through April 9th. I do end up posting my videos pretty late on my channel, so if you want the most up-to-date information, you want to be following my social media pages, find them in the description. But yeah, it's got pineapple flavor, a whipped topping accented with Easter treats like Peeps, chocolate passion fruit, cream egg, jelly beans. They got coconut shavings that are in the green color, like grass in an Easter basket. And yeah, it looks pretty neat. I can't have milkshakes, I'm allergic. But yeah, it's a pretty popular fan favorite, and they're bringing it back this Easter. Within the last couple weeks, Universal also announced that they have a new buy a day you get 2 days free offer going on until September 29th this year, 2023. It sounds interesting. So if you buy like one ticket, you get the other ones, and it's like a park to park 1 day ticket. You get 2 of them. So it's a great promotion to actually keep coming back to the park, especially if you don't have an annual pass, which you should get an annual pass anyways. But just take advantage of that promotion while they have it. I found that interesting, wanted to point it out. And if you want to experience a new villain con, that's a great way to experience that. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. That opens this summer. And the offer is available from $164 to $209 plus tax. It depends on like the days you pick. But obviously, like, that's a really good deal. On the way out in CityWalk, we also have construction walls on the side of Big Fire. This must be because of the fountain. The fountain must be getting a refurbishment, the little water fountain they have on the side here. The other construction walls we have in CityWalk are just for the old splash pad location. Cursed Coconut Club is open. Most of the Mardi Gras nights, it's open tonight. It's not a private buyout tonight, so they have a lot of the sets from the Horror Nights, Scare Zone, Graveyard. But yeah, it's awesome inside here, lots of cool theming. We're not gonna go in tonight, but definitely check it out before the season ends. We're now heading out of the park today, had an amazing day, rode a float, did some Mardi Gras stuff, checked out all the new stuff around the parks. Not too much is going on at Islands at the moment, but Universal always has something new going on around the parks. So if you wanna stay tuned, we'll probably be back next week, of course. We'll be at SeaWorld, of course. We were at SeaWorld the other day as well, and at Universal last week. Definitely check out my past videos. We got some Horror Nights videos on the channel from last Horror Nights season. And yeah, lots of cool stuff on the channel. I do tend to post late, so if you want the most up-to-date information when I'm at the parks for me to post right away, that's going to be on my social media channels on Twitter, at Ethan Hershaft, on Instagram, at Ethan Hershaft, and at Florida Theme Park Pics, and also on TikTok, at Ethan Hershaft. This music's really loud, but we're now heading out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.